we know over time that mids and small caps outperform large caps in the indices in South Africa and globally. There's a size premium that attaches to these. Part of it is a liquidity premium, that small caps are less liquid, so therefore you expect a higher return. The other part is that over time, smaller businesses are able to grow into larger businesses. When you're big, you're big. It's very hard to grow off a large base. And in fact, most of the small companies are trying to eat your lunch. So if you know that you want to own small caps and mid caps over time, or at least have a bias in your portfolios, what's been happening in South Africa in the last few years? Well, the exact opposite's been happening. The market's in love with large caps, and mid cap and small caps have been languishing. And when I say large caps, in particular industrial large caps. So for example, your resource large caps have also been struggling. So this, we think, has created a huge opportunity for investors. And as a value investor, you want to try and fish where you find great value opportunities. The price you pay is the single largest determinant of your long-term return on investment. So if I had to give you the price, the valuations of the different sectors in the market, large caps, which represent about 80% of the market at the moment, are trading on P's of 18.6 and price to books of 3.7. So they're quite expensive. If I had to go all the way to small caps, which only make up 3.3% of the market, they're on PEs of 10 and price to books of 1.5. So there's roughly there's an 8 PE difference in that. There's a massive difference, a 50% discount in small caps to large caps. And while we don't know when the market will sit up and start taking account of these small caps or the opportunities that they present, we think in time investors will be rewarded for them, because of the, I suppose, again, the excessive emotion, the dislike for small caps. People perceive risk, economic risk, the fact that the South African economy is not growing strongly, and small caps have a leveraged effect to economic growth, and large caps are perceived to be secure and safer, and at least offer some kind of earnings growth prospects. But we don't think that, given the global financial crisis, GFC, and other events, I'm not sure whether people can say large caps are the safe haven that they used to be. Large caps, coming into 2008 might have seemed invincible, but not anymore. And we've seen this too big to fail argument before. While over time we know that small caps outperform, it is cyclical. So we're going through one of these cyclical downs at the moment. We've actually in the last 15 years have two big small cap booms. The one was in the late 1990s. We remember 96, 97, 98. Where you had every unit trust was launching a small cap fund and a micro cap fund, and there were all these gurus in the market. And the small cap sector became incredibly expensive and hyped up, and lots of listings. The market then got burnt on that. Again, while small caps outperform over time, they were ignoring valuations. In the early 2000s, small caps came a little bit back into vogue. Again, a high leverage to economic growth. And you saw from 2002 to 2005, 6, maybe even into 7, small caps doing very well. But this time you had the double whammy of both being small, so you participate in your long-term small cap premium, and you came off low valuations. Where we find ourselves at the moment now is, again, I think a similar vein to 2004, 2003, where you've got great valuations in the sector, and you just need to start seeing investor appetite come back to that area.